Oh, that's cool. You now put people in timeout for different lengths, ranging from 10 seconds to 24 hours. So that's pretty cool now that people can put them in timeout. So I don't specifically or literally have to like get them out of here completely because it's only 300 seconds or something like that. So that's good. That's good to see that. All right. So make sure we're good on YouTube as well as good on X. All right, we got 8 people that are here on X. Make sure you guys hit that like button. It looks like people already the amount of people that hit the like button or the heart on X is just the percentage is just so much higher than every other platform. I apologize, if that offends people over in Rumble or YouTube, but it's just so much higher, right? You have 9 people and then you have like 6 likes. So definitely, if anybody gets in here, make sure you hit the like button. Hopefully, everything's working fine. Let me know if we're having any like issues with the stream. Seems like it's lagging a little bit. Is it lagging right now? Let me know if it is. All right, we got 17 people. Do you see Lunic? Looks like AI. What are you talking about? Um, do you see Lunic getting to $1? Do I see Lunic getting to $1? I honestly, so it's tough, right? I do see Lunic and the ability to get to $1. It's just, do I physically see that happening? And the reason why I want to say no is to kind of temper expectations, like push expectations down a little bit. Um, but I want to say no just to do that, but I want to say yes because I truly do believe that the community and will find a way in order for us to get this to that level. And with the burns that we're seeing in Binance and probably the extended burns that we could see as more and more volume happens, and hopefully we can have something where we implement those burns also in other exchanges if we can find a way to get them to the table and say, look, this is what we're trying to do. We're not trying to just gain money out of it, even though that is a portion of it. The thing we're trying to do is recover Terra Luna Classic, USTC, the chain. And the way that we do that is just by implementing a little tax. And we can go by just implementing that tax um, every, I don't know, we can implement that tax for like a month and see how it does help out. But that's really where we need to go with it is we need the support of all other exchanges as well, not just Binance. Do you recommend if I want to withdraw $1 million this bull run? CDC has a withdrawal limit of 500K a month. What do you recommend? Well, from what I understand, Coinbase has like a $250 withdrawal limit or $250,000 withdrawal limit, like daily, I think, or it might be 50. But ultimately, if you multiply that by um, 3, you're basically looking at being able to withdraw that much. I'm not 100% sure there, but I don't know why you would be looking to just withdraw that much right away. I mean, it all depends, right? If you end up gaining $55 million, it would be great to withdraw $1 million, right? But um, take your time with it. If you are withdrawing it in sections, then you'll figure out what you can do with it, right? You'll be able to have a plan for it, but then you'll also be able to see how much you have left, how much you're going to have left, and you'll probably make the right choices with that money after the fact. So, um, I would say don't worry about that withdrawal limit of 500K a month because I think that'll be good for you. However, CDC as you see 500K that you have in there, know that you're not going to get 500K when you actually sell it, right? So if you if you decide to take something out of, let's say, Terra Luna Classic or whatever the position is, um, I feel as though you're going to have issues with the spreads that they do have. That's the only issue that I would see there. I wouldn't worry about the 500K, but more about the spreads. I'm free to like or not, bro. Yeah, that's true. You don't have to like if you don't want to. I'm perfectly fine with people not liking the video. But if you do like the video, I appreciate you more. Just know that I'm also free to read your comments or not read your comments. So, kind of a two-way street there. So, you be the judge. Let me know if you hit the like button, because from here on out, you're not going to get your comments read. So let's go ahead and continue with that. You remember, bro? We were up in the skies. I can't see anything. Let me increase that size. We were up in the skies, and then we came back to Earth. I do remember. We were talking about Terra Luna Classic. Let's see. Yo, wait, where we at? Um, yo, Matt. Yo, Matt. How you doing, bro? I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain. Um, I woke up a little bit later today. Typically I wake up at 4:30. I woke up a little bit later. I've been insanely tired lately. Um, and that's probably because, Harper had a fever yesterday, and instantly when children get sick, you start wondering if you're going to get sick, and I felt a little tickle in my throat. So I was like, all right, well, let's not deal with that. So it was like, let's take some medicine here, and that medicine kept me asleep for longer than it was supposed to. But it's okay. At least I kind of caught up on a little bit of sleep. I still feel tired, but whatever. We'll deal with it. Thank you for the super chat.
XRPzing donated $2 through super chat. Good morning. Keep rocking it, Matt. Thank you.
Well, thank you, XRPzing, for the $2 super chat. I greatly appreciate it. And good morning to you as well. People underestimate how much Lunic we can burn. I like the video, boys. And like the video. Yeah, if you like the video, I appreciate it quite a bit. We have 12 people that are watching over on Rumble. Good morning, Joey Reds. Thank you for watching. And we have 12 people that are watching on X. So make sure you guys hit that like button as well. We already have 16 likes over there. So thank you guys for doing so. Jasmine made a little bit of a move yesterday. We can always talk about that. Does CDC really have a massive spread on withdrawals? They have a massive spread on withdrawals and on not withdrawals of cash, but withdrawals of, like, say, if you're swapping for cryptocurrency, if you're swapping for USD to sell, right? So if you have, let's say, BNB that's at $230, they'll give you a sell price at like $228. So $2 off per BNB that you have, or something like that. So it is a pretty decently sized spread to where you end up selling and getting less. Instead of having to pay a massive fee, which you don't have to pay a massive fee, you pay more of a fee in the spread that they have. So yeah, it is pretty large. I don't like sending things over there to sell for USD. I would rather send that cryptocurrency somewhere else. And even if you send it somewhere else, it still has a fee, but it's not as massive as what the spread would be. So they need to fix that. And I think that gets fixed through the exchange. So as you have like swapping that's happening, not just purchasing, kind of like what you see with Coinbase. you buy something on Coinbase, not Coinbase Advanced, but Coinbase, it's going to cost you maybe like $5 or something like that. But then if you buy it on Coinbase Advanced, it may cost you, I don't know, 15 cents or 50 cents or something like that. So it'll be really cheap compared to what you're buying over on, just the regular like Coinbase. Like if I decided to go to buy and sell, and let me see, I'm not going to show anything, but I will go through, and I wanted to buy, let's say, $10,000 or $1,000 worth, $1,000 worth of BTC. I wanted to preview the buy. It would cost me a fee of $14.68. $14.68 if I wanted to buy $10,000 preview buy. It would cost me $146.81. Now, if I wanted to buy that on Coinbase Advance, it would be like $20 or $30 or something like that, which is fantastic. It's a large chunk that comes off the top. So you would have that. But with like CDC, it's a whole nother story, right? They would increase, so the fee wouldn't be that massive, but you would see the spread, and you buy for a higher price. You sell for a lower price. That's just how it goes. We're noticing downward trend for the last couple of hours. Should we be worried? Should I be worried? I'm not being worried. I mean, if you're worried about the short term, then you're not heavily invested in for the long term. Whatever you want for the short term, you make your moves accordingly, right? Because it did rise a hell of a lot, all the way up to 0.0003. Understand that the high point within this low area that we've seen was 0.0006 something. So we're basically at the halfway point from, let's call it the all-time highs. Let's call it that high that we've seen, which was a $3.8 billion market cap, almost $4 billion market cap. So seeing that, we know that we're getting closer and closer to some of those levels. So it did grow a hell of a lot from where we were. So if you're getting worried, then I mean, it may be for good reason. That means you have a short-term play that you're looking for, or it may be for a bad reason where you just have a short-term mindset overall. So it's all depending on what you guys want to do. I don't see any problem in it. I haven't done anything with my Terra Luna Classic. The only thing I've done was undelegated some Terra Luna Classic, and I'm not doing anything with it right now. So yeah, I wish they would make it available on Coinbase so that I can send the undelegated Terra Luna Classic over to Coinbase, but whatever. If not, I'll have to send it over to Kraken when I want to sell it. I just logged a 10x Caspa. I just longed 10x Caspa. Let's make this money, bro. We got a big crash coming, but I think we might pump to 50K before a big pullback before the halving. Before the big pullback before the halving. You think there's going to be a large pullback right before the halving? I think we're going to have definite pumps beforehand, and I don't know if we will have a massive pullback. We will have a retracement because I think the Bitcoin ETF, right, the Bitcoin spot ETFs and the Ethereum ETF will have a massive impact on the entire market, and seeing things that are flourishing and running to a whole nother level, and then things will start to retrace a little bit, but I don't think it will be a big pullback. Matt, what's up if you gave your girlfriend 3 Bitcoin and she sold them a couple months ago? Would you stay with her? Yes. Why? Did you give your girlfriend 3 Bitcoin and she sold? It depends. Right? Is this a long-term girlfriend? Probably. I mean, people make mistakes. I mean, that's a huge mistake, but people make mistakes. Guys, we have 147 people here. If you can hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. It would mean the world to me if you do so. Also, if you're over on Rumble, feel free to hit that like button as well. If you're on X, also hit the like button. Kick and Twitch don't really have a like button, but you guys can support me in any way that you want just by being there. So thank you. I haven't seen what's happening in the stock market like AMC wise. I see AMC is trending right now. AMC Army is trending, and you also have GME that's trending, and I'm wondering why you're seeing that. Do we have a new member? Daniel, thank you for becoming a Make Money member. I appreciate that. Or Reagan. Daniel, wait, is it Daniel? Danny Gel? Danny Gel? Hopefully I'm saying your name right. I'm horrible with names. I would be horrible with my own name if I don't know how to say it. Matt, what about Wrap Luna on Coinbase? Users can access to the token, and the price of Luna is three times less than Lunic, and 10,000 less than Luna. I have no idea about it. I haven't looked into it at all. I know that I've been seeing some weird things, and I really don't know what to make of it. So that's kind of where I stand with Wrap Luna. That's the extent of it. We are noticing a downward trend. Should we be worried? Just a quick visit / hello. I have to go to the airport shortly to pick up someone. Well, thank you for visiting. I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by, Peter. Good morning, Matt. Good morning. Did they make anything new for Luna Classic utility? Not right now, no. They haven't made anything brand new for utility there. Hit the like button on the way in. Yes, definitely do that. You need some sneak energy in your life? Maybe. Question. Terra used to be worth over $100. Why are we not okay with the idea that it'll go back to at least $1? So the issue is really around the supply. Most people don't understand, or some people don't understand, how the supply really does have an impact, because we judge things in the crypto market based on what the max market cap can get to. The max market cap can get to in if we're talking about the max is anything that's around the Bitcoin range, right? Bitcoin being at $1 trillion market cap at some points. Anything that gets close to that is like that's a possibility. It doesn't mean that it's 100% going to happen that way. It doesn't mean that we're going to see it get up there, but it means that it's a possibility. But then we look at lower ranges when it comes to altcoins, and we say that $100 billion market cap is kind of that level to where, as a standard altcoin, which I don't think Terra Luna Classic is with all the popularity, with the standard altcoin, 100 billion would be that price or that level. But with a circulating supply of 5.8 trillion, that means if we get to $1, it would be a $5.8 trillion market cap, 5 or 6 times what Bitcoin is at the high point. So that's where we're kind of judging that and going, this can't be possible, because when it did hit $100 before, it had less than 1 billion supply, way less than 1 billion supply, and it was sitting at a $40 billion market cap or something like that, 40 or 50. So we know that it can get to a $40 or $50 billion market cap, but $40 or $50 billion market cap is around the 1 cent level at the current stage. Now, if we can burn down that supply and see massive burns that are going to happen, then yes, $1 is possible, is going to be more possible, more of a possibility. And then also having even a level of $100 being that. So it really all depends on what the burns are. Hopefully I explained that the right way. How much Lunic do we need? How much Lunic do you need? Probably somewhere around 10 million if you wanted to physically get some sort of, or become a millionaire off of it. You probably need somewhere around 10 million, and then you make your moves accordingly, but you don't make aggressive moves. If you wanted to hold it until penny, you would see $1 million at that point. But if you can see it go a lot further, you could see multiple millions of dollars if you had 10 million. I currently have 50 million. Even if you had a level of 5 million, you would just have to wait. You would have a longer waiting period, and you probably would end up getting a lot less, and there would be that lesser chance of getting to a level of $1 million. But it's maybe a little tougher for people to have less. Thank you for becoming a member, XRPzen. Money Makes Money member. Thank you for becoming that member. I appreciate it. How much burn, tax 0.5% burn today? And how much would that be if it was 1.2%? So I don't know the answer really to that and how much did burn today for the 1.2% burn tax. But we know it has an impact, and I don't know how much it has burned today because today just started. But for the last 24 hours, we've seen $466 million worth of volume. So out of this, if I look at what has happened on DEXs, which this is not the only picture of what happens on DEXs. You're looking at $423,000, and you're looking at a 0.5% tax of that. If I had to break something down and say what this would be, so what 423,000, and then take that and multiply it by, sorry, I got a blank screen here, 0.05, 0.5%, you would have $2,000 that ends up, about $2,000 that you end up taking for that. So you would take that and multiply that by, sorry, every time I hit multiplication, it goes to a black screen. Give me a second. You would hit that. Okay, yeah. You multiply that by 0.0002, or divide by. Sorry, not multiply. And I mean, you would only have 10 million coins. And if that has changed, if that changed to, let's say, 1.2%, I mean, it would be $5,000, which would be $25.3 million dollars there that goes through that DEX side in the form of burn. So, yeah, not $25 million, $25 million Terra Luna Classic, which is not a lot at all. We want to see multiple billions that are being burned off. But yeah, that's gonna be tricky, because if we saw all of this happen through exchanges, like let me see what I'm looking at for. I think it's like 400. What is it? 400 and something million. Let's just say it's 436 million that's happening there. And I know once I hit this button, it's going to go to a black screen again. So just bear with me. So just take that and then multiply that by, give me a second, multiply that by the 0.1%. And you have $436,000 out of the $436 million. And taking that and dividing by the level of 0.0002, you get 2.1 billion. So if we can find a way to have that 0.1%, just imagine if they were doing a 1% tax. If they said, you know what, we'll do the 1% tax and we'll deal with that. 1% tax of that would give us 21.8 billion that we can burn off in one day of just getting $436 million worth. Imagine, right? If we had, a full month, if we multiplied this, and I know I'm going to show my screen. We multiply this by 30. Give me a second. There we go. We multiplied that by 30, and I just did that. Well, if we multiplied all of this, like say the 436 million by 30, in 1 month we could have 436, and that goes by 1%, right? That would be $130.8 million that we add to the burn amount, and that would be 654 trillion, right? Or is that billion? Wait, million, billion. So 654 billion that we can burn off every single month. If we could find a way to get and I know this is on the total amount. We only see half of that probably goes through Binance. So technically we would have to split it in half because 50% goes through that. But we would see a massive amount that gets burned off if we can see the entire volume that gets factored into that. And that's why I think we all need to apply pressure, not apply pressure, but at least ask the exchanges like, hey, we need to get them into a room. And every time we have them into a room, we ask them about this and go, look, this is what we're trying to do. Like, it's not, and we need the central team to communicate with them as well. Like, look, we're trying to see this recovered. And the way that we do that the best is by having this little tax. If it doesn't work the first month, we can go and push it away. If it doesn't work within like the first 3 months or something like that, we can go and throw this whole idea away. But the best way that we could do this is by seeing that supply decrease. And that, I think, is the best way. Exchanges have all the volume. Bank of Japan has collapsed. For what? And good morning, Matt. The SEC versus Ripple Labs decision held that sales of XRP through secondary trading platforms do not constitute security transactions if they make the same direction, or if they make the same decision for Terra Luna Classic. Oh, like what happens? I mean, Terra Luna Classic does run. Obviously, if you have any positive news on Terra Luna Classic, it's like it hits harder than any position. Sorry for my English. Your English is fine. If we had 1% tax on CEXs, Lunic would be already back to normal supply by now. I 100% agree with you. If you want to be a Luna millionaire, you need 10 million actual dollars in Luna, and then after having, you will be right at $1 million after having. Is it possible to Luna to disappear, or that's impossible? Is it possible for Luna to disappear? Like, you mean Luna 2.0 or Terra Luna Classic? Are you saying like if it would get delisted or if it would disappear altogether? Like, I don't know what you're getting at. Hey Matt, please, I want to know what's going on with Lunatics token. So right now, if I had to break down Lunatics token, one, I don't agree with what they're doing. So they slightly, right? They are looking to, from what I've heard, I haven't checked into it in the past maybe a few days or so. But from what I've heard, they are looking to kind of relaunch and reestablish this, not like fully launch, but like reestablish this and end up, seeing more trading volume, doing all of the stuff that they were supposed to do with all the taxes and stuff. They're looking to decrease the tax and renounce the contract, which honestly is good. Like decreasing the tax to like 3 or 4%, fantastic. Renouncing the contract, fantastic, to where you can't change it. However, their whole identity was built and predicated off of Terra Luna Classic burns. And the fact that they will not have a standard process in burning Terra Luna Classic is something I do not agree with. No matter how difficult it may be, we need to find a way to do that, because that's what your whole entire audience base is on. And if you don't do that, you are just worried about yourself and you're worried about your own project, which shows that, you only care about your own project. And that's something that I don't want to display. They've asked me to work with them and try and build this thing out to something bigger and back to where it was, but more transparency. And I said, look, I mean, yeah, but there has to be Terra Luna Classic burns. Sorry, my nose is like weird. Um, so yeah, there has to be Terra Luna Classic burns, and um, they stated that right now there's an option to do that within a certain piece of it, but it's not a standard process, and that's not something I want to hear. And anytime that I have like partnered or talked to any type of cryptocurrency project and gave my opinion, they never actually hear me out and go with my opinion at all. So I guess the renouncing portion was something that I was strong with and that they put out in a vote to see if people wanted to renounce. But I said from the start, like, if you want to build trust back, that's what you're going to need to do. And um, they put it to a vote, and the community obviously said what I thought was going to happen, where it's like, you need to renounce to gather that trust. However, you need a certain tax. And from what I understand, the taxes that were leading the charge in votes had a Lunic burn tax in it. And for some reason, the N votes or the N percentages did not. So it, I don't know, it just bothered me. It rubbed me the wrong way. So I don't know. I'm not a supporter of what they are doing. I'm not going to be a person that's pushing what they're doing. And you know, for them to come out here and go, all right, well, we're looking to do this, we're looking to renounce, and we'll take what your suggestions are seriously. Obviously, they don't. You know, and I'm not gonna continue with any type of project that doesn't hear me and go, okay, we understand where you're coming from. This is what we're gonna do. You know what I mean? Um, it's always like um, we're hearing you, but we're not listening, like, type of thing, and that's a problem, right? Because I've dealt with that before, where I just pushed along and I was like, oh yeah, they'll make the right decision, and ultimately they don't. So I'm not gonna sit here and um, accept that and accept that I believe that I'm right here, and every time I believe I'm right, they always go a different route, and then they come back and go, you know what, you were right. No, like, I'm not gonna curse now, but no crap, I wasn't right, or I was right. Like, that's how that works. I understand popularity. I understand where you've come from, and if you're not gonna go that route, it's not gonna work for you. So, anyways, 500 million Lunic. What you doing here? Sorry, I apologize. I was muted. But anyways, if I hit 16 followers, or sorry, I hit 530 followers over on Rumble, make sure you guys, you know, hit that follow button if you guys are interested in Rumble, or go over to Rumble and follow me. Also, I have a link for an exchange that I'm starting to get into. If you guys are interested in it, Let me go ahead and log in really quick. Come on. So I have a link for um an exchange. If you guys are interested in it, it's called MargX, and they do like leverage trading, and I'm starting to get into leverage trading now. I'm gonna see what we can do there with certain levels and start to kind of kind of move my way into that space. So if you guys are interested um, in this exchange, feel free to check it out. I'll put the link in the chat. Um, and I know some people that want to trade certain things for leverage or with leverage. So you're basically using someone else's money in order to trade with. So it's kind of like margin. Why is this not letting me like pin it to the chat? I don't know why it's not letting me pin it. There we go. Give me a second. Find the right referral. Whoops, that wasn't the right thing. Here we go. Copy. Save. That's the right one. Now it's not letting me pin that. The hell? I don't know what's going on. It's not letting me pin anything. It's being weird. YouTube is dumb sometimes. There we go. All right, I pinned the link. Message unpinned? Pin it. There we go. All right, so yeah, I pinned the link to the chat. I also have it in the description if you guys want to. And if you're over on X, I will include that in the comment section, I guess. Go ahead and check it out. But I downloaded the app on my phone. I'm going to start looking at leverage trading. Like you can trade up to 100x leverage if you really wanted to. And you can obviously select whatever leverage you want to trade with, whether it's 5x leverage or 19 or 100x leverage. You can break that down for yourself and see the how much your gains would end up being. But also, this doesn't only amplify your gains; it also amplifies the losses. So just make sure that you are safe when you are trading leverage, that you understand what you are doing, and that you are not just going in there willy-nilly and not understanding what you're doing. You have to understand it in order to do it effectively, in order to make sure it works. So I would say baby step your ways into it. Don't just jump straight in, right? It's like you don't know how to swim and you're jumping directly into the deep end. It's like you start to panic and then you drown, right? So just make sure you baby step your way over there. You hold on to the wall, then you tread some water a little bit, see if you can do it, and then you get back get back on the wall. All right, we got 15 people that are over on X. Thank you guys for watching. I'll also put the link to that in Rumble if you guys are interested in it. So I'll put that there. And I don't know if I could pin this. I don't think I can. Um, I know another good leverage exchange. That's an actual app on iPhone Plus Web. Well, yeah, I mean, I have an app on this one, my Margex app. So I'm gonna explore it a lot more, and especially since you could trade up to 100x leverage, it gives you that opportunity to maybe gain substantial gains as you truly do believe in where it is. When Elon goes to a 10 billion, when Elon goes to a $10 billion market cap, don't say I didn't say it here months before here first. So I don't believe that you're talking about Dogelon Mars. I don't think Dogelon Mars is going to make that move up to a $10 billion market cap. To be frank, I feel like with the Methuselah Foundation, the dilution that comes with it, I really don't see that as a thing. But you know, it's okay if people do. You obviously have your own opinion, and I'm open to hearing your opinion out. Why do you believe that it's going to make that move? Is it because it has the ticker symbol or the coin symbol Elon, or is there something else that goes with it? Will you be trading crypto? Will I be trading crypto? I'm going to start day trading crypto and seeing what I can gain off of it. I just have to find the right method because crypto is a little bit difficult to understand, right? It's all simple. When it all moves, right? Everything moves together. For the stock market, it's a different story. You can see something major move, but then you could see everything else fall. And then you could see news somewhere else where that does move, that certain sector moves, and then everything else in every other sector falls as well. Or you can short and then you can also buy long on positions, and it may be different in certain exchanges for cryptocurrency. So it's a little bit tricky. So if a coin goes up 10%, you made $100. Yeah. Example would be you put in $100 with 10x leverage. It's like buying a coin for $1,000. So if you goes up 10%, you gain $100 instead of gaining, $10. So the honestly, and I think I want to say this lightly because I want to make sure that people understand the risks that they are playing and they have with this. You can lose money a lot quicker. If it finds a way, like say if you invest with $100 and it's 10x leverage that's there, and it finds a way to decrease by 10%, well then you lost a lot of money there, basically virtually everything. So you have that risk that you're playing, but you're and if you have enough in your account, you're basically leveraging based off of what you have in your account. So you can do it based off of other coins as well. So like say if you have XRP and you wanted to leverage that for Bitcoin, you could do that as well. So it's something you need to understand, and you need to understand the risks that come with it, because you obviously don't want to get into a situation where you just lose absolutely everything very, very quickly. But it's a way of learning, right? So it's a way of growing your money fast if you truly are confident in your trading. It's a way of growing your money very, very quickly, but you have to be confident in your trading. If you're not confident in it and you know that you potentially lose money quite a bit, then you probably need to like practice a little bit. Practice makes perfect, or something like that. Any update on USTC? Can you pull up the chart and tell me if it's a good time to enter or wait till it goes down further? So I have to see where USTC is. USTC is currently at 4.4 cents, which is not a horrible level to be at. It was at a level of 5 cents. But if you're in this for the long term, right? I'm not buying any USTC, but I am staking to gain more USTC. So I stake my Terra Luna Classic to gain more USTC. I think I have 17,000 right now. So if it does find a way to get to $1, I gain $17,000 off of that. I know a lot of people are looking at this and they're going, well, if I get in with my own money, then it could be worth so much more in the end, right? I could see $1,000 turn into, $100,000 because it 100x's, or I could see $1,000 turn into, I guess if you go from 5 cents to a dollar, you would be looking at a 20x return there. So you could potentially see that 1,000 turn into 20,000. But like for me, as I'm gaining this free Terra Luna Classic over here, as I'm staking it, I technically can gain the 17,000 or $20,000 that you gained while putting that money in there for just holding and staking Terra Luna Classic. So I don't know. For me, it would never be a good price to buy unless I 100% knew it was going to a dollar. That's the issue that we really don't know is it going to get to that level? Now we know either way, once Terra Luna Classic starts pumping, USTC will find a way to increase and probably reach a level of 10 cents, meaning that it would double from this point. And you would be guaranteeing yourself a push to way higher levels. However, you never know what could happen. We could see a lot of this dump off and then you end up losing money and now what happens, right? So, I use BitTrue for leveraging. Do you? Just leverage $10 to $20 at first until you get a feel for it. That's true. You should definitely remember not to blink too. Because if you blink, it'll be gone. Is that what you're saying? Yes, I'm real. No bot. Please tell me about USDC. Can you pull up the chart? So I did pull up the chart. It is more liquid than SHIB. That a huge green flag. Maybe not 10 billion, but SHIB's current market cap is reasonable. It's more liquid than SHIB. What do you mean more liquid? As in like people can sell it, or you mean liquid as in like it has more liquidity? It has more liquidity than SHIB. Okay, sorry, I thought that said liquid. It has more liquidity. Just because something has more liquidity doesn't mean that it has more strength in people buying it, right? Because if you pull up Elon, which I will, because it's like $100 million market cap, so something like that, you're going to see that it has $46 million, in volume, which is great. That's fantastic to see with $100 million market cap. I don't think it will have a way to get to $1 billion, just because, like, you look at the 40 different places that you're able to buy it. It has a lot of places that you can purchase it, but it's kind of something that was within the older realm of meme coins, I would say. If I'm going to see any Elon coin that's going to run, it's going to be Grok, because of how that's tied to it. And yes, you may see Elon that runs, but is it going to get to a $10 billion market cap or $5 billion market cap? I honestly don't think so. I think at max, it'll get to a level of $1 billion and then probably resist, which is still a 10x return from where we are right now. But I can't say that I see that, right? You still have 54, sorry. You still have 54% of the supply that's out there, meaning that you have 46 or 45% of the supply that's left to be added to everything. So you're looking at 1 quadrillion coins. So I believe certain exchanges don't add coins, like certain S tier exchanges don't add coins with too many zeros. So if you have like 6 zeros or something like that, it just won't be added there. That has too many spots of a decimal, from what I understand. So these S tier exchanges might not list Lunic, or sorry, not Lunic, might not list Elon. What are your thoughts on Hehe token, Matt? It's in pre-sale. So yeah, I had like a little spot for that in a video. It looked interesting because of the following that it has. Also, the fact that it brings up older Elon, right? Something that hasn't really been brought up too much. So it brings up something that he said in like 2020 or something, where he put that picture out of a Pikachu, and then he was like, he. And then now you have that token that has like 500,000 followers on Twitter, and then also has like 8 million in USTC that has been raised. So it looks interesting. I'm not 100% sure as to how much traction that will have, but it definitely looked a little bit interesting to me. You have to understand that these do have a decent amount of risk, but I've been kind of open to seeing some of these pre-sale tokens and pre-sale coins and um, meme coins as well, earlier stage meme coins, because I want to find those gems that could absolutely take off, and you never know what those will be. But even if you do get into a lot of these plays, let's say you find the best method to get into some of these plays and they find a way to give you an average of a 3x return. That's great. That's fantastic for you, right? You want to make sure you protect your initial investment every single time. So you invest enough to where you're comfortable with taking that initial investment, and then the rest of it can fly. And then you could take maybe more. You could take some profits and then let it fly some more and be a part of a lot of these plays that can potentially run, but you want to make sure that you're being very, very safe, very, very careful. Today until now, Burn Tax burned 180 million of Lunic. So from today, it burned 180 million until now. So from 12 a.m. until now. So about 8 hours. That's fantastic. I've been holding for a long time and tired of losing money. I want to take some money off the table sometimes. What's a good method? So you have to establish a strategy. Now, what we were dealing with for the last year, 2 years or so, has been a bear market. You're going to have barely any people that are making money in it. Sorry. You will have some people that are making money in it. And those people will find the right opportunities to get in, or they will be shorting some different things or something like that. But people that are holding positions for a long time, you lost a lot, right? You didn't physically lose a lot, but it's definitely draining, right? You didn't lose anything if you didn't sell because it's unrealized losses, but it's physically draining. Like I know that I'm going to see a lot of people that are like, look, I'm finally at break even. I'm done with this crypto stuff. I'm going to get out. And then things are going to absolutely explode. And they're going to be like, I'm getting back in. And they're going to be at the same cycle over and over again. If you invested maybe at the midpoint or the high point of, the bull market or close to that, or the retracement there, then you don't want to get stuck in that cycle of buying high and selling low. You don't. Once you get stuck in that cycle, especially when it's a long-term cycle, you're stuck for a very, very long time, and it hurts. But if you have enough capital to kind of change things around and do like a change up to where you're investing at the lows and seeing this skyrocket to even where we are right now, right? If people would have invested at $800 billion market cap, a $700 billion market cap, you just invest in the Bitcoin. Look what happened there. You just invest in the XRP. Look what happened there, right? You saw a double in XRP's price. You saw damn near a triple in Bitcoin's price, a triple or quadruple, or no, sorry, a triple in Ethereum's price. So you see a lot of these things that have moved a lot, and it's so tough. I've been in that stage short term, and I never want to be in that stage long term. So I will never find a way to sell absolutely everything at the bottom. However, if revenue does get tight or something, I did end up selling, some of my coins at the bottom, or not at the bottom, but at least, at a lower point, because I had no other choice, right? I either could take it from my long-term investments, which were doing great, or I could take it from my short-term investments, which were honestly doing poor, but have the most chance for a return. So now that I'm coming into a little bit of money, I'm able to invest into other plays to give me that sense of I'm going to gain a lot within this next bull market. So I don't know. It's a tricky situation. Never get stuck in that cycle where you're buying high and selling low. It sucks. It really does. I heard something about Shiba Infinity. Do you know anything about that? No, I heard of Shiba Identity or SHIB Identity, but that's pretty much it. I don't know what SHIB Infinity is. Do you think Jasmine can 20x? Yes, I think Jasmine can 20x. That's another one I'm very bullish on. The market cap's high, but it's on all exchanges. Matt, could you do something on BitGert? Um, BitGert. Is that the no? That's BitTorrent. I don't know what BitGert is. Let me get off my screen really quick. Bryce, which is at a $105 million market cap, or it's actually $95 million market cap, has dropped by 11% over the last 24 hours. Has 3.6 or sorry, $3.26 million worth of volume, which if you look at the markets, you're going to see it's available on KuCoin, available on Bitfinex, available on 35 different pairings, including Gate.io and BitGet, things of that nature. So it shows that it has the ability to, it's listed on some major exchanges, one tier one exchange, and then you look at the other ones and they're like tier two exchanges. So again, this one has 1 quadrillion tokens as well, looking at 1,000 trillions there for Brise or B-Rise, however you want to pronounce it. But yeah, it doesn't really. Let me go ahead and look at the history and see where this has been. So the history has shown market cap wise that this has been up to a $500 million market cap, or about a $500 million market cap. So basically, you're saying from this level, you can see a 4x to 5x return, maybe even double that. So we'll probably be somewhere around a 8x to 10x return within this position within the bull market. It doesn't look like it has that it's going to list on S tier exchanges. So depending on if it does, that will tell you if you're going to see a little bit more of a return there. Bonk is deleting another zero. Right now it is. They claim to have something. 100 transactions per second and their own chain, and are just about to launch an EV. Who are you talking about? What's the prediction in the next 2 days? I don't know. You're saying by the end of the week, which technically it is the end of the week, but you're saying today and tomorrow. I really don't have a prediction right now. Can't say that I do. Jasmine is doing great today, despite everything else. Nothing doing much. Let's see what Jasmine's doing. I haven't checked it this morning. I checked it last night, and I was excited to see that it was up to, 65% of a penny. So seeing that get up to 65% of a penny was fantastic, and seeing it get up there twice, resisting at that level, I want to see it go a lot further. It can go a lot further. I'm currently up about $2,100 or $2,200. So that's fantastic. So with the 1.2% tax, would be for today until now would be 400 million of Lunic. And that's just on chain. They claim that I read that. Bonk is deleting a zero. I like Bonk. I just haven't invested into it, man. It's up 22%, and it's at a $530 million market cap. That has to be in like a higher level right now when it comes to meme coins. Let's see. Let's go to top meme coins and let me find those ones on CoinMarketCap. And we're going to see that, yeah, while Pepe is up at a $607 million market cap, you also see Bonk that is at a $528 million market cap. It should be well past Bone, should be well past meme coin, should be well past Floki, and in the fourth spot because Bonk is insanely popular right now. In the last 7 days, it's up 140%. I talked about how Bonk is going to be, pretty decent. It's currently at 54% of the supply that's out there. But yeah, Bonk is definitely making a move, and it's looking like it's going to actually drop that zero. I don't know if it already has, but it hasn't. It's looking like it's ready to drop another zero, which is absolutely phenomenal. And as it gets closer and closer to dropping another zero, you would see another 10x. But that's up to a 5.4 billion dollar market cap versus the 540 million dollar market cap. So, and honestly, Bonk does have the ability to do that. Again, guys, if you guys want to start trading on leverage, make sure you guys check out the link that's in the chat. It's for MargX, where you can start trading on up to 100x leverage if you want to, and really start getting into it if you're interested in leverage trading. I'm transferring money over today to start doing that, and we'll get started with that. So if you guys are interested, I have a link in the chat. I also have it in the description, as well as a link over on Rumble and on X. But yeah, Bonk looks really good. If we look at my Coinbase account is sitting at about $21,171. Obviously, Jasmine is leading the way, where it's at $6,185 worth of value. We also see Cardano that's up. Krill is down. Harvest Finance is down, but we want to see that run up as well. I currently hold 70 of it, and I believe that can easily hit multiple hundreds of dollars worth of value. So, and multiple thousands of dollars, honestly. It only has 700,000 coins that are in circulating supply. So just wait for that to blow up. Same thing for Krill, right? Krill has 39 million, and getting to a $1 price is a $39 million market cap. Not absurd for something that's listed on Coinbase. Yeah, that's getting dangerously close to dropping a zero. Give me a second. All right, let's see. What are people saying? Let me go over to Rumble real quick. I feel like I haven't seen or talked to them in a while. There's 8 people that are watching on Rumble. Thank you guys for watching. Again, 300 people that are over on YouTube, and we got 14 people that are over on X. Thank you guys for watching over on X. Again, X, if you want to start trading with margin, the link should be in the comment section. It should be. Right? It's not 100%, but it should be in the comment section. I'll also apply it to the chat if you guys want to check it out. How do you invest into Bonk? So I have a link for Bonk over on my down in the description for Uphold, and that will allow you to buy Bonk. So you can buy it on that platform on Uphold right now. No other platform really offers it that we can trade with. So I can't trade with KuCoin anymore. I can't trade with Gate.io, but you can buy it on Uphold if you guys are interested. However, it is up 22% today. So just understand that. Let's see. What can we expect about Lunic? What can we expect? Or I don't know what you mean. Uphold doesn't work in New York. Oh, that sucks. I need to move. Yeah, that's not good. Well, either get something passed to where it does work in New York. I'm sure it will once we see adoption, but then it's going to be kind of too late for a lot of, New Yorkers, which is crazy because New York is usually like kind of on top of things, right? Where you get things done first. You go there to make change and make it in life, right? What do you think about Bitcoin ETF token? I mean, I'm a fan of what the concept is, right? I understand that we will see a deflationary aspect to it. I understand that it supports the Bitcoin ETF. I understand that they already have raised like what was it, 2 million or $20 million or something. So it's quite a lot. We see all the different advertisements that happen on Coin Market Cap. So you're seeing them paying for advertisements. They're paying Coin Market Cap to be listed on there, and it's definitely interesting. The price prediction for Luna in the next couple of days, it all depends on what the market looks like, right? Because, and if we have some sort of larger news that happens with Terra Luna Classic, then yeah, we can have a prediction, but it's really like it depends. And I don't want to sit here and push out a prediction like, oh, well, this is going to go to another level based on, what the chart looks like, which is honestly okay to see the chart breakdown, but a lot of times it goes against it if the market is reacting a certain way. So it all depends on what Bitcoin, Ethereum, what everything is doing in the market in order to see Terra Luna Classic make consistent moves upward. So I would say that right now we're hitting another like support level around this 0.0002 level, but I it's tough to say whether it's going to break through that or bounce off of it because it did hit that level before and it bounced and went up to about 2.5% of a penny and then now has dropped back down to 2% of a penny. Bonk really surprised me. It just shows me that Solana blockchain is really good. It truly is. Everybody's ignoring AMP. Makes me like it more. I don't think that's the case. What is AMP? Is that I've looked at AMP before, and I think it was about the entire supply for me that really bothered me. So you see 42 billion of the supply for AMP, and it is at a $162 million market cap, is on Coinbase and does have the ability to grow quite a bit. But the issue is that it's already at a $162 million market cap. While it's not in the main topic of conversation to push it up to multiple billions of dollars worth of a market cap. You know what I mean? So, yes, while it is at 160 and, you could see a 5x return, if not probably a 10x return or something like that. It's tough to say whether you're going to be able to get this to the level that I at least thought it was going to get to before I looked at the circulating supply and total supply, which was that level of $1, right? But you can still introduce 90, the fully diluted market cap is 378. You can still introduce, about 60 million or 60 billion coins. So I don't think people are ignoring it. I think people just see maybe an opportunity in something else because AMP, while it is again listed on two S tier exchanges, it doesn't mean that it's going to be worth $40 billion. But then again, you never know. What's the price prediction that they have over here? Oh, you can't proceed. It won't let me. It's hot down here. I mean, I like the air. It's coming from here, but it's hot down here. Greetings from London. Have you finally got some sleep yet? So yes, I did get sleep. I I've been getting a decent amount of sleep. I've been getting some naps here and there, but then um, just today I went from 10:30 to about 5:30, or no, 6 o'clock. So it's definitely the longest sleep that I've had in a while. But I overslept. I was planning on getting up at 4:30. Greetings from London. Sorry, I read that. Hey, Matt, can you pull up Celestia token and review the graph? So yeah, I'm invested into Celestia. So TEIA. I'm invested into this position. It's currently sitting at a level of $10, or at a $1.5 billion market cap. I saw the opportunity as soon as this got introduced, and saw the hype, saw the potential because of the volume that was really going through it. It has $402 million worth of volume in the last 24 hours. You're seeing a 27% volume to market cap ratio showing the popularity. If you look at the last 7 days, it has risen and has had a consistent upward trend on this position. And it got up to a level of $11.20. Now, again, I currently hold in my Kraken portfolio. If I go over to my Kraken portfolio, I currently hold 8. I don't hold a lot, but I hold 8. I did hold a little bit more. I think it was around 20 or something. And I ended up selling half of it and putting that into other positions, which honestly, it would have been worth way more if I wouldn't have sold half of it. But I protected my initial investment. I put that into other plays, and those investments have run or have increased as well. So either way, it still sees some sort of a gain there. But Celestia looks phenomenal. The growth looks phenomenal. The popularity looks phenomenal. I like how much, even as you look at the supply, the thing that does, would bother me is the fact that it has, 100 million in supply, but then has 1 billion in the total supply. So I don't know what the introduction will be. You're only looking at about 14% of the total supply that's out there. So that's something that does bother me with a major amount of dilution. But short term, I saw the opportunity and I said, look, this is definitely going to be a bigger play. In the last month, it grew by 339%. And obviously, you would see that from November, where it did get released, and seeing that at $2 all the way up to where it is now is just amazing, right? Almost 400% of an increase. But understand that whenever they decide, I don't know what their position is on adding supply, whenever they decide to do that, you probably will see this decrease in the overall value, because fully diluted market cap is 10.2 billion at a $10 price point. So just be careful with how you're investing, because right now, while it's up 386%, I don't want people to FOMO into something and then just get diluted on the way down, Celestia's airdrop was crazy. A few whales holding. Let's hope they don't tank the token. Celestia is a powerful token. So yeah, I definitely see that as well. Do you expect a pullback? I missed out October sale. Do I expect a pullback of Terra Luna Classic or a pullback of this? Because there was no October sale because it launched in, I guess it launched in October. And you're talking about where it started. Unless you're talking about Terra Luna Classic, which was also at a lower point. Hey, Matt, I love your stuff. Can you take a look at Earn? Depends. Like Earn Classic Finance? There's only 21 Earn in circulating supply. You see MEXC Gate.io. What is the circulating supply there? How long has this been available? So this has been available since 2020, and I would probably say that I don't see the opportunity there. I mean, it could potentially run with only 21,000 available, but it doesn't look like they're doing anything with this, like anything at all. It's currently at a fully diluted market cap of $861. Here, you're looking at the wrong coin. Someone says they're bullish on Earn December 6th. Which earn is it? Is it earn guild? Yearn. I'm looking at earn. It's the coin symbol is earn, and it comes up as Yearn Classic Finance. I don't know. Then yeah, I don't see it at all. So I'm gonna pass on it on looking at it because I don't see it at all. Um, but yeah, you wouldn't be reacting that way if it was the right one. Can you pull up Stratos? Yeah, we can look at Stratos. I believe I have a little bit of Stratos in my. I'm pretty sure I have it, or maybe I don't. I don't know. I haven't thought about it in a while. But Stratos is currently at an increase of 19% today. It's at 88 or 16%. It's at 88 cents, 88.5 cents, or $17 million market cap with $808 million or $1,000 worth of volume. So you're not really seeing a crazy amount of volume, but you're also not seeing a high market cap there. It's currently available on Gate.io. It's available on MEXC. It's available on 8 other trading pairs or 8 total trading pairs. So it definitely. Oh yeah, I don't have Stratos. I think I was going to try and invest into it, but I don't think I have the ability to do so because I don't have any of these platforms. Did it get delisted from a platform recently? Because I could have swore that Stratos was on like Coin Market Cap, or sorry, not Coin Market, Coin Crypto.com, but I guess not. Only only 20% of the supply that is out there, 20.1% of the supply is currently in circulation, which means that you have 80% dilution that's there. So, um, yeah. Dollar cost average or learn futures trading as a newbie. Dollar cost average or learn futures trading as a newbie. I got wrecked shorting Grok. Um, you got wrecked shorting Grok? I swear it wasn't manipulated. It was manipulated as heck. Um, with like, you got wrecked shorting Grok? Grok came down in price a lot. This was before when it ran up. That's totally up to you. I'm not gonna. I like Grok. I like what they're doing. I don't think that it's manipulated. I think that you had a lot of volume that was coming from Uniswap, which honestly was showing how much hype that this truly has. Hope Lunic doesn't dip much more. I over leveraged and fell asleep on accident. Yeah, I don't want it to fall. I haven't leveraged on it, but um, I don't think I have the ability to leverage on that on Marjax. Not yet, at least. I believe they're adding Caspa to it. So again, if you guys want to sign up for Marjax and get up to 100x leverage trading on a lot of different pairings, whether you're talking about ETH, you're talking about Doge, Pepe, SHIB, XRP, and I believe, like they said, they're going to be adding Caspa soon, very, very soon. You'll be able to have that ability to trade here. So I think some new ones are Rune and are those stable coins? No, those aren't stable coins. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and check that out. Oh, that's to USD. So it's Rune to USD. It's not really giving you a slash. It's just showing you Aptos to USD or whatever. So if you are bullish on some of these plays, you can trade with leverage and gain something out of it. So I'm gonna start and see what we can do. By tomorrow, I have almost 500K Jasmy. When my goal is essentially 500K to 700K. That's amazing. Your goal is 500K to 700K. That's fantastic. Um, Hopefully, so what's your cost basis then? If you're buying here, what is your cost basis? Like this video. Got it. Yes, we have 250 people that are here. We've been streaming for about an hour, and I believe we should have people should hit the like button and get me up to 200 likes, as well as the people that are on X. I appreciate you guys watching and liking away. Thank you for doing so. Also, the people that are on Rumble. What are your thoughts on reading charts? Do you believe past history have a future prediction on price? So yes, to an extent. Definitely in the stock market, I'll tell you that. When it comes to cryptocurrency, when it comes to bull market cycle, the bear market cycle, the bull market cycle, absolutely, it has a prediction on or a an impact on where you can see that price go in the future, right? So the past will dictate what the future will bring. I've always been a believer of that. However, everything seems to move together, so it's very tough to kind of assume that one thing's going to move without really moving everything else in the market. Um, so when I go through predictions and I go through different levels, yes, I see different levels of resistance and support levels, knowing that cryptocurrency, it doesn't hold those support levels really well. It doesn't, um, you know, easily resist away from those resistance levels. Well, it kind of breaks through at times where you don't expect it to. Um, but when it comes to all-time highs, yes, I look at the all-time high and know that we're going to see, depending on what the volume is and what the popularity is, that we can see a 2 to 3x over that all-time high that we have seen in the past, knowing that this is going to be a bigger bull run and a more aggressive bull run that we have here. So yeah, I do think that. Let me go and check because Harper had a fever and it doesn't seem like she's at school. Let me check if she's okay. Give me a second. All right, guys. So we're gonna have to get out of here in a couple of minutes, like maybe 2 to 5 minutes. So let's see what's happening in the markets right now, and then we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Remember, before we finish this, I just want to talk about this exchange. I mean, I'm starting to leverage trade. If you guys are interested in leverage trading, make sure you guys go ahead and check that out. We'll do like a lot of our analysis over here on MargX. You can get up to 100x leverage there, and you can use in the U.S. so you don't have to worry about there's no KYC, so you don't have to worry about uh, the same thing you were dealing with like KuCoin or Gate.io or something like that. But let's currently look at the entire market and see what is moving, what's not moving, and all of that stuff there. So currently Bitcoin is slightly down on the day. We're seeing the overall market that is down as well, 1.28%. Seeing that at a level to where the dominance is decreasing, which is something I like to see. But if we look at Bitcoin, it's currently up down 1.6%. Ethereum is down about 0.5%. We are seeing some movement, some positive movement in the last hour, which is definitely a good thing. XRP is up by 1.4%, almost 1.5%, up to 63 cents, approaching, hopefully that 65-cent level. Solana sitting up 1.3% at $64. Cardano it was at 45 cents, which was great to see, but it's down about 1.6%. But in the last hour, it's making a move. It's up about 0.5% right now. Dogecoin was over 10 cents and now has dropped. You can see in the last 24 hours it's down by 8%. Avalanche is up by 1%. Tron is down by 1%. So it's definitely a mix of green and red, a mix of up 1% or down 1%. Here. So it's definitely interesting to see. If we look at the top gainers within the top 100, you have Ordi. It seems like that just continues to increase. Overall, we see that increasing. I believe that was at $60. So overall, it doesn't. Once you get to a breakdown of the last 24 hours, you're probably going to see that it looks more flat than anything, if not a decrease from where it was at the highs. Helium, that is up 20% at $5.15. You see Beam that's up 7%, Frax, Kava, Ethereum Classic that's up to $21, Gala that's slightly up as well, up 3%, Mantle, Filecoin, Algorand, Tezos, all of those that are slightly up. If we look at larger losers in the market, we see BTT that's down by 24%. That was up by 100% yesterday. Pepe, it's down by 9%. Dogecoin, again, 8%. Caspa is actually down quite a bit. It's down to about 13 cents. Would love to see that continue to decrease so that I can buy more over on Uphold or leverage more over on MargX, which once they do add that, I probably will take that up as an option because the movement will be amazing. So if it moves like 20% or 30%, then, I can end up seeing that larger gain that's there. So we'll see how that works out. Shiba Inu coin, which is down about 5%. That was at a drop zero and now has added that zero back. Cosmos, that was at $10 and now is at $9.69. So yeah, that's kind of where things stand. Let's look at some things that are trending right now and then also the bigger movers. Trending, obviously Terra Luna Classic is trending. We're seeing 77%. 77%, and then Ordi has been trending. That's up 162% in the last 7 days. Cyrus, that's up 72%. Helium, that's up 69%. Bitcoin, that's up 13 or 14%. And some of the bigger players that are there, Pepe, Solana, Shiba Inu, Hollow. I don't know what that is. Let's see what that is. So it's on the Ethereum network. We're seeing a $340 million market cap with $97 million worth of volume. It's available on Binance, Gate.io, 96 other platforms, including Crypto.com. I'll have to look into that maybe a little bit more because it looks a little bit interesting, but it is trending. Cardano, Ethereum, all of those. Anything new, so recently added. So I've got 9 ad breaks this live stream. You got 9? Well, it is supposed to come every 10 minutes or so. So yeah. It should be ones that you can skip though. They should be skippable ads. It's good to know that they're actually going every 10 minutes though. So you getting 9 kind of makes sense because it's an hour and 30 minutes. So yes. It keeps burning them bit by bit and settling. Okay. But yeah, let's look at the volume really quick in some of these. I want to look at the top volume. So Inspect has the most volume with something that was recently added at a $258 million market cap. Something that's built on the Ethereum blockchain at 25 cents with a total supply. I don't know of that yet. But anyways, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I gotta go and help out with Harper since she's sick. It seems like she's probably not sick every time when Erica said that she can like stay home. Harper all of a sudden went into like this mode where there's no coughs, no anything, no issues, and then once I said no, you can go to school, she starts coughing. It's like, come on. You can't be tired of school yet. You're in first grade. Anyways, guys, I got to get out of here. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out any of the links down below. It does help out the channel. Again, if you guys want to trade with Margex, feel free to go ahead and trade with them up to 100x leverage. They're going to be adding different coins soon, and they're going to see if they can add some more popular ones that would be really, really good. So definitely go ahead and check that out. But I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.